It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to December the 7th of the year 2023 when the Nashville Pers were welcoming in the Tampa Bay Lightning for the second of two regular season meetings between these two squads. Head coach Andrew Burnett deploys his lines in the following way: Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Nyquist. Welcome back to the lineup: Tommy Novak, Parson, and Evangelista make up the rest of that second line. Trennan, Sissons, and Cole Smith. Sherwood, McCarron, and Tomasino make up your fourth line. McDonough and Yossi, Luzon and Fabro, Stastny and Shen are your defensive pairings. Barry out of the lineup, again healthy scratched. UC Saros gets the start in net, and we are just 27 seconds into the first period when it's Johansson coming up with a save on Shen. It's the first shot on goal of the game at 124 of the first period. Saros coming up with a save on point, the first save of the game for UC Saros. At 2:29, Johansson comes up with a save on Parson. At 2:50 of the first period, Saros comes up with a save on Mott. At 4:41 of the first period, UC Saros coming up with a save on Sergachev. Teams trading scoring chances back and forth over the first 5 minutes of this game at Bridgestone Arena. 6:50 of the first period, it's Johansson coming up with a save on Sherwood. A large scrum would be caused by Austin Watson in this situation. 7:31 of the first period, it's Michael McCarron off the box. 2 minutes for high sticking. This is going to be our first penalty call of the game. It's UC Saros having to come up with a save on Victor Hedman. A strong PK overall by the Nashville Pers in front of Saros. At 11:14 of the first period, UC Saros come with the save on Tanner Janot. By the way, they did a nice tribute video in rink to Tanner Janot, and the crowd responded quite lovingly. 12:48 of the first period, UC Saros come with the save on Glenn Denning. At 13:31, it's Barry Boulay with his fifth goal of the season. It was a one-timer from the circle on the weak side after some strong passing game by the Tampa Bay Lightning. They now lead 1-0 here in the first period at Bridgestone Arena. We are 15:30 now into the game. It's Stamkos with 2 minutes for holding the stick. Nashville Pers' first power play opportunity of the game is Nyquist. He's hitting the post, and then Forsberg, who scores, but then it's waved off for incidental contact by Ryan O'Reilly. You can look at the replay all you want. You're not going to find the contact because it never happened. Anyway, the power play resumes, and Parson converts on the power play for the Nashville Pers with his fifth goal of the season. McDonough's long shot was put back by Parson, so the Nashville Pers break through and are on the board, tying this game up at 1 apiece. At 19:04 of the first period, Saros coming with a save on Perbix. 19:19, Johansson comes up with a save on O'Reilly. We hit the intermission with a 1-1 hockey game, and each team has 8 shots on goal. We flip over to the clean sheet of the second period for the next 20 minutes of play, and at 1:07 of the second period, Saros coming up with a save on Chernak. 1:55 of the second period, Johansson coming up with a save on Michael McCarron. At 2:30 of the second period, it's Hagel off the box. 2 minutes for high sticking Philip Forsberg converting for the Nashville Pers on the power play. His 14th goal of the season was a wrist shot through multiple layers of traffic. Philip Forsberg with the accurate wrist shot gives the Nashville Pers a 2-1 lead here early in the second period on the power play. 9:32 of the second period, or 4:32. My handwriting is terrible. 4:32 now of the second period. It's McDonough coming up with his first goal of the season. No assist awarded on this sick backhand, but this was an incredible backhand by Ryan McDonough, crashing low into the face-off circle and getting rewarded, getting the rebound jam. He gets the backhand goal, and the Nashville Pers take a 3-1 lead just 4.5 minutes into the second period. At 5:08 of the second, it's Sherwood's off the box. 2 minutes for holding after an incredible stick check and shot block that saved a goal for Tampa Bay as he was getting up and moving away from the play. That's where the penalty occurred, but Sherwood with an incredible defensive effort. That should definitely be noted before we talk about the penalty. He goes to the box for 2 minutes. UC Saros comes with a huge save on Sergachev, and McDonough comes up with one of the craziest clears you're going to see. And I wanted to take a couple seconds and talk about it. So McDonough breaks his stick. Colton Sissons hands McDonough his stick. Colton Sissons then kicks the puck to Ryan McDonough, who clears the puck out of the zone with Colton Sissons' stick. It's just one of those very odd, bizarre plays when you cover and watch enough hockey games. Finally, you'll see something that you've never seen before, and I'm not sure that I've ever seen that one before. I would go back through it again, but it was a lot. 8:03 of the second period. Johansson comes up with a save on Forsberg. 10:12 of the second, halfway through the game. Now Saros comes up with a save on Sergachev at the 10:30 mark. Yossi's off the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Saros comes up with a save on Kucherov, and then Saros comes up with another save on Sergachev before we hit the 12:44 mark of the second period. That's when UC Saros comes up with a save on Nahan, plus the follow-up by Asimont at 14:22 now of the second period. It's Johansson coming up with a save on Luke Evangelista at 15:28 of the second period. It's Johansson coming up with a save on Sherwood, plus the follow-up by the captain, Roman Josi. We flip over to the second side of the sheet to find the conclusion of the second period. 16:07 of the second period. UC Saros coming up with a save on Perbix at 17:54 of the second period. It's Philip Forsberg off to the box. 2 minutes for high sticking. UC Saros would come up with a huge save on Stamkos. Saros would also come up with a huge save on Kucherov. We hit the end of the second period, and UC Saros had to be incredibly strong in this period. Tampa Bay out shooting the Nashville Predators 22-18 after 40 minutes of regulation. We hit the clean sheet for the third period in the final 20 minutes of this game. At 1:19 of the third period, UC Saros comes up with a save on Sorelli's backhand, plus the rebound follow-up. This was just an incredible save by the Nashville Predators starting netminder, and at a critical point in the game, right there very early on in the third period. At 1:21 of the third period, it's Barry Ouellet off the box, 2 minutes for slashing on Forsberg. This came right after UC Saros made the big save, much the same way Sherwood picked up the penalty in the second period. This is how Barry Ouellet picks up the penalty here in the third period, slashing on Forsberg after the great scoring opportunity by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Johansson comes up with a save on O'Reilly 2 different times over the course of this power play. Nashville Predators unable to convert on this one. 4:49 here now in the third period. UC Saros comes up with a save on Kucherov at 5:15 of the third period. UC Saros comes up with a save on Perbix at 6:11 of the third period. It's the captain, Roman Josi, coming up with his 6th goal of the season. It was a long wrist shot through multiple layers of traffic and just right into the top corner, just underneath the crossbar. Just an incredible shot from the captain of the Nashville Predators, giving the Preds a 4-1 lead over the Tampa Bay Lightning at Bridgestone Arena. We're at 7:33 now into the third period, and UC Saros is coming in with a big save on Sorelli at 8:05 of the third. Saros comes up with a save on Radish, another big-time save at 9:12. Johansson comes up with a save on Fabro at 10:13 of the third period. It's Watson versus Cole Smith, 5 minutes each, and they were throwing for keeps in this one. Austin Watson landing a massive haymaker at the end of the fight, taking Cole Smith off of his skates. The two of them certainly didn't look like they enjoyed each other's company too much. At the 11:38 mark of the third period, 4-1 hockey game, we go with the empty net scenario for Tampa Bay. Now, listen, Tampa Bay would generate a couple of shots on goal and get a little bit of pressure, but then it would be Yakov Trenin taking the puck and going on a breakaway, a hard-working empty net goal, his 6th of the season. Now, yes, Yakov Trenin's 6th goal after such a slow start. The empty net goal makes it 5-1, and basically, at this moment in time, the Tampa Bay Lightning raised the white flag. They would continue to skate up and down the ice for the remaining 6+ minutes, but not very much would happen until 19:59 of the third period, when down 5-1 in his own zone, Austin Watson decided to take a slap shot, attempting to score, whatever, out of frustration, whatever it was completely unnecessary, and it ends up hitting Luzon in the neutral zone. Luzon appeared to be injured. He was frustrated. He was very pissed off, and to be honest with you, it's a pretty Bush League move by Austin Watson to take a completely unnecessary slap shot. It was dangerous, and it perhaps injured Luzon. I hope that he's all right. He went down the tunnel and looked very, very uncomfortable and looked very unhappy with this. So after that, the players definitely came together, and the referees were able to get things separated before things got out of hand. And the Preds can now celebrate a 5-1 victory, one of their better victories of the season. Listen, Tampa Bay is not having the season that they wanted to have, but they are still the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Nashville Predators got thrashed by them on opening day to start the season. So the Nashville Predators come up with a huge 5-1 victory in this game, and Tampa Bay does outshoot Nashville 33-30. UC Saros was incredibly strong in this game, and I just mentioned it, thrashed in the opening game of the season in Tampa Bay, but thrashing Tampa Bay on home ice 5-1 is a thrashing in the NHL. That means splitting the regular season series with the Tampa Bay Lightning. They also split the regular season series with the New York Rangers. And the Nashville Predators are over 500 right now. This is an impressive victory in every single way that you measure it. And the Nashville Predators found a way to play a full 60 minutes in front of the home crowd and beat a very good Eastern Conference team, earning themselves 2 points and continuing to work their way up in the Central Division standings. That's going to do it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We'll be back with the box score, full analysis, and so much more right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.